Everyone knows Europe's big cities, but what about the spots most travelers skip? These 25 hidden gems heading into 2026 are full of charm, beauty, and good vibes. From cozy towns to dreamy coastlines, here's where to find Europe's best surprises. 25. Szeged, Hungary. Szeged is warm, sunny, and colorful. It's a city that feels instantly welcoming, with open squares, leafy streets, and a relaxed riverside vibe. Cafes spill out onto sidewalks, students keep the energy high, and in summer, the festivals light up the nights. The architecture has a playful, artistic feel, but it's never overwhelming. Szeged is the kind of place where you grab an ice cream, wander slowly, and feel like you've stumbled into somewhere locals truly love. Number 24. Verona, Italy. Verona has romance written all over it. Every corner feels cinematic. Stone bridges, pretty piazzas, and streets made for strolling. Sure, it's famous for Romeo and Juliet, but the vibe here goes way beyond that. Think outdoor concerts in old squares, lazy afternoons with gelato, and golden sunsets over the river. Verona is one of those places that feels lively, but never rushed, full of beauty, good food, and atmosphere. The kind of city that makes you want to linger. Number 23. Tbilisi, Georgia. Tbilisi is full of personality. It's a little bit old-world charm, a little bit trendy energy, and a whole lot of color. Winding lanes meet quirky cafes, balconies drip with flowers, and the city has this creative buzz everywhere you look. It's cozy and historic, but also feels young and exciting at the same time. The surrounding hills make sunsets here next level. Tbilisi has an edge of surprise. You never quite know what's around the next corner, and that's what makes it so fun. Number 22. Graz, Austria. Graz is stylish but low-key. It's a city where you can sip coffee in a sunny square, wander through cobbled streets, and still feel completely at ease. The old town is beautiful but never too busy, and the whole place hums with a laid-back, creative energy. Students keep it youthful, the markets are vibrant, and the little cafes are perfect for people watching. Graz has that sweet spot. Plenty to see, but chilled enough that you can just enjoy the vibe without rushing. Number 21. Kaunas, Lithuania. Kaunas is bright, bold, and full of surprises. The streets are colorful, the art is everywhere, and the vibe is fun rather than formal. There's a creative energy here that makes the city feel alive, especially with all the students around. It's small enough to feel cozy, but big enough to always keep you interested. Whether you're wandering down the main street or checking out little side alleys, Kaunas has this playful charm that makes you smile without even realizing it. Number 20. Coimbra, Portugal. Coimbra is all about charm and soul. It's a riverside city that feels both historic and young at the same time. The winding streets are filled with students, cafes, and music drifting through the night. There's a timelessness here. You feel the history in the air, but it never feels stuck in the past. Coimbra has an energy that makes you want to explore slowly, sit by the water, and just soak in the atmosphere. It's Portugal at its most poetic. Number 19. Erfurt, Germany. Erfurt feels like a storybook. Think half-timbered houses, peaceful bridges, and a town square that looks like it belongs on a postcard. Everything is pretty without trying too hard, and there's a warmth that makes you feel instantly welcome. It doesn't have the rush of big German cities, just a steady, friendly vibe. Erfurt is the kind of place where you grab a coffee, wander along cobblestones, and feel like you've slipped into another time, but in the most relaxed way. Number 18. Mostar, Bosnia. Mostar has that wow factor the second you see it. The bridge arching over the river is stunning, but the atmosphere around it is just as special. Cafes line the water, little markets spill into the streets, and there's a relaxed charm everywhere you turn. It feels intimate, colorful, and filled with character. Mostar is one of those places where you can just sit by the river for hours, watching life flow by, and feel like you've discovered something truly unique. Number 17. Annecy, France. Annecy is like a dream come to life. Canals run through a pastel old town, mountains rise in the background, and the lake sparkles in every direction. The whole place feels peaceful yet vibrant, perfect for strolling, biking, or just sitting by the water. It's the kind of town where flowers line the bridges, cafes spill into the streets, and you can't stop smiling at how pretty everything looks. Annecy is one of France's most feel-good escapes. Number 16. Ohrid, North Macedonia. Ohrid has a calm, magical energy that's hard to put into words. The lake is so clear it almost glows, and the sunsets here are pure gold. Old churches dot the hills, adding to the peaceful vibe, while the town itself feels warm and welcoming. It's the kind of place where time slows down. You wander, relax, and just enjoy being there. Ohrid isn't flashy, but it's soulful, and that's what makes it unforgettable. Number 15. Gdansk, Poland. Gdansk is colorful, proud, and full of character. Its waterfront shines with painted buildings, cozy cafes, and a relaxed buzz. The vibe here is lively, but never overwhelming. Perfect for wandering, stopping for coffee, and soaking in the atmosphere. It feels different from other Polish cities, with a style that's playful and creative. Gdansk has this mix of history and fun that makes you want to explore without ever rushing. It's a place that leaves you smiling the whole time. Number 14. Rovinj, Croatia. Rovinj feels like stepping into a painting. The old town sits right on the water, with colorful houses climbing up toward the hilltop church. Narrow stone streets lead to cozy wine bars and little shops, and the sunsets over the Adriatic are unreal. It's lively but never chaotic, just this perfect balance of coastal charm and quiet beauty. Rovinj is the kind of place where you wander aimlessly, and somehow every turn looks like a postcard. Number 13. Tartu, Estonia. Tartu is young at heart. It's a university city, so there's always music, art, and a friendly buzz in the air. The streets are lined with pastel buildings, fun street art, and riverside hangouts where locals relax after class. It's not flashy or crowded, just authentic, colorful, and full of charm. Tartu has that cozy, laid-back vibe that makes you want to linger longer than planned. It's proof that small cities can feel every bit as inspiring as the big ones. Number 12. Menton, France. Menton is pure sunshine. Tucked on the French Riviera, it's bright, colorful, and full of charm. Lemon trees line the hillsides, pastel houses face the sea, and everything just feels warm and inviting. It's quieter than Nice or Monaco, but just as beautiful, with that perfect mix of laid-back and glamorous. Menton is the kind of place where you slow down, enjoy the views, and wonder why more people aren't here. It's the Riviera's best-kept secret. Number 11. Sibiu, Romania. Sibiu feels straight out of a fairy tale. The old town squares glow with charm, and the rooftops have quirky eye windows that make the city look alive. It's colorful, calm, and perfect for wandering without a plan. Street performers, little cafes, and open squares make it feel welcoming and vibrant. Sibiu has a slower rhythm than most cities. You just relax into it. It's one of those places that makes you feel like you've discovered a hidden storybook tucked into real life. Number 10. Alesund, Norway. Alesund looks like a dream. Pastel-colored buildings sit right on the water, framed by fjords and mountains. The town has this calm, refreshing energy that makes you want to stay outside all day. Climb up to the hilltop viewpoint and you'll get one of the best panoramas in Norway. It's breathtaking. Ålesund is small, stylish, and surrounded by nature at its best. It's the kind of town where every view feels like it belongs in a travel magazine. Number 9. Segovia, Spain. Segovia is pure magic. A massive Roman aqueduct still cuts through the city like it's brand new, and a castle that looks straight out of a fairy tale crowns the skyline. The streets are charming, the plazas are buzzing, and the food is famously good. It's one of those cities that feels grand but still cozy, like history and everyday life blending perfectly together. Segovia has that hidden treasure energy, big sights, warm vibes, and way fewer crowds than you'd expect. Number 8. Timisoara, Romania. Timisoara is colorful, cheerful, and full of energy. The main squares are lined with pastel buildings, outdoor cafes, and a constant hum of people chatting and laughing. It's often called Little Vienna, but it feels more relaxed and youthful. Festivals, music, and student life keep it buzzing year-round. Timisoara doesn't take itself too seriously. It's just a fun, easy city to enjoy. If you're after positive vibes and plenty of color, this Romanian gem delivers in every way. Number 7. Leiden, Netherlands. Leiden is cozy and charming with a lively student spirit. Canals wind through the city, windmills dot the edges, and the old town feels like a smaller, friendlier Amsterdam. The vibe here is relaxed. You bike, you sit by the water, you explore little cafes. It has just enough buzz to keep things interesting, but never feels rushed. Leiden is the kind of place where you instantly feel at home, even if you've just arrived. Number 6. Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Plovdiv has history everywhere, but it doesn't feel old. It feels alive. The Roman amphitheater is still used for concerts, the old town is bursting with colorful houses, and the streets are full of energy. Art, music, and cafes give it a modern twist, while the cobblestones keep it rooted in tradition. It's a perfect mix of ancient and new, cozy and exciting. Plovdiv is one of those cities that's easy to love from the moment you arrive. Number 5. Ljubljana, Slovenia. Ljubljana is small, green, and completely charming. The river winds through the city with bridges covered in flowers, lined with cafes that invite you to sit for hours. The old town is colorful and lively, but it still feels cozy and laid back. A castle on the hill adds to the storybook vibe, and students keep it youthful and fun. Ljubljana is one of those cities that makes you feel good just walking around. It's calm, creative, and absolutely beautiful. Number 4. Kotor, Montenegro. Kotor is dramatic in the best way. The old town is walled and winding, filled with charming squares and cozy spots to eat and drink. But the real magic is the bay, a huge, calm stretch of water surrounded by towering mountains. Climb up to the fortress and you'll get one of the best views in Europe. Kotor feels adventurous, historic, and breathtaking all at once. It's small, but it leaves a big impression the moment you arrive. Number 3. Český Krumlov, Czech Republic. Český Krumlov is like stepping into a fairy tale. A castle towers over a bend in the river, the streets are colorful and winding, and everything feels timeless. The vibe is cozy and magical, like a smaller, quieter Prague with just as much charm. You can kayak, wander, or just sit in a cafe watching the town glow. Český Krumlov is one of those places where you instantly feel like you found something special, charming, romantic, and unforgettable. Number 2. Innsbruck, Austria. Innsbruck has the perfect mix of city life and mountain magic. The old town is colorful and charming, while snowy peaks rise up in the background. You can be exploring shops one moment and riding a cable car into the mountains the next. It's lively with a youthful vibe thanks to students, but it never feels too hectic. Innsbruck feels fresh, cheerful, and beautiful from every angle. Whether you love skiing, hiking, or just soaking in views, this city has it all. Number 1. Piran, Slovenia. Piran is small but stunning. It's a seaside town where terracotta rooftops tumble down to a sparkling harbor, and every corner feels charming. The main square is lively with cafes, the alleys are narrow and full of character, and the sea views are unforgettable. It has all the beauty of Venice, but with way fewer crowds. Piran has this calm, romantic energy that makes you want to stay longer than planned. It's one of Europe's brightest little gems. Europe's best surprises aren't always the biggest cities. They're these smaller, hidden gems that make you feel alive. Heading into 2026, these 25 places are where the magic happens. Which one's calling your name? Drop it in the comments.